What are those moving shapes? Are they human? At last, the first glimpse of the Sentinelese.
In the vast expanse of the Bay of Bengal lies a hidden gem, North Sentinel Island. But this uncharted paradise is unlike any other. It's guarded by a mysterious tribe known as the Sentinelese, and outsiders are met with hostility. Today we embark on a thrilling journey to uncover the secrets of this forbidden frontier, and the tale of one adventurer who dared to explore its enigmatic shores. North Sentinel Island is shrouded in mystery, off-limits to outsiders due to its isolated inhabitants, the Sentinelese tribe. With virtually no contact with the modern world, this island is an enigma that has fascinated explorers and anthropologists for centuries. Very little is known about the Sentinelese, however, and they remain one of the few tribes untouched by the influence of the outside world. For around 60,000 years or so, the Sentinelese have thrived on this island, adapting and evolving in harmony with nature. Their isolation has allowed them to preserve a culture that is deeply rooted in ancient traditions and practices, such as maintaining their hunter-gatherer lifestyle. What makes the Sentinelese even more fascinating is their unwavering resistance to outsiders. They have been known to repel any attempts at contact with arrows and hostility. As we embark on this journey, we'll delve into the allure of North Sentinel Island, its breathtaking landscapes, and the captivating story of one individual who dared to explore its forbidden shores. But little did this adventurer know that his quest to connect with the Sentinelese would lead to a fateful encounter, forever intertwining his destiny with the tribes. Today we unravel the gripping tale of John Allen Chow and his audacious expedition that left the world in awe and shock. The first known contact with North Sentinel Island occurred during the late 1800s, when British colonial officer Maurice Vidal Portman conducted a brief expedition to the island. In 1880, he led an exploratory mission to the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and during this expedition, he encountered the Sentinelese people on North Sentinel Island. Portman's visit was marked by curiosity, but it quickly turned into a problematic encounter. He and his team captured several members of the Sentinelese tribe, intending to bring them back to Port Blair, the capital of the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, for study and civilization. However, the captured individuals fell seriously ill, leading Portman to release them back to their island. Unfortunately, this encounter had unintended consequences. It is believed that the Sentinelese people might have been exposed to diseases from the outsiders, to which they had no immunity. This event reinforced the decision to restrict any further contact with the tribe, as it highlighted the potential dangers of introducing diseases to isolated communities. Indian independence was achieved on August 15, 1947, after a long and arduous struggle against British colonial rule. India's independence marked the end of nearly 200 years of British colonial rule and the beginning of a new era for the nation. Following India's independence, North Sentinel Island continued to be declared a protected area, and the Indian government maintained its policy of non-interference with the tribe's way of life. The Indian government has established a buffer zone around North Sentinel Island, restricting entry and access to a distance of approximately 9.26 kilometers or 5 nautical miles from the island's coastline. Despite these restrictions, however, in 2006, 2 Indian fishermen who were believed to be drunk off wine were illegally fishing in the waters near North Sentinel Island when their boat accidentally drifted ashore. The Sentinelese, who fiercely protect their isolation, responded with hostility and killed the fishermen. Attempts to retrieve their bodies were met with arrows and hostility, making it clear that the tribe had no desire for contact with the outside world. Despite the fatal incidents surrounding this island, one man by the name of John Allen Chow was still determined to spread Christianity to the inhabitants of North Sentinel Island. Driven by a sense of purpose, John dreamt of connecting with the isolated Sentinelese tribe. Despite the island's restricted status and the Indian government's strict regulations, John was determined to make contact with the Sentinelese and share his message of faith. In November 2018, John set sail to the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, where North Sentinel Island lies hidden. Accompanied by local fishermen who were paid around $70 each, he approached the treacherous shores of the forbidden frontier. As John paddled towards the island on a kayak, the Sentinelese spotted him and reacted with hostility. Arrows flew, one even striking his Bible, which was pressed against his chest, signalling their resistance to outsiders and outsider beliefs. John Allen Chow then abandoned the island and made his way back to the boat. Undeterred by the initial hostility, John continued his attempts to make contact with the Sentinelese over the next few days, such as leaving gifts for the islanders. Unsatisfied with how things were going, John planned to make his return to the island. He writes in his journal that he puts his life in God's hands, and that should the worst happen, may God not be upset with the Sentinelese people. Tragically, on November 17, 2018, John's relentless pursuit came to a devastating end. The fisherman who had assisted him reported witnessing the Sentinelese dragging his lifeless body on the beach. The fishermen were arrested, however were later granted bail, and have since been released. This is not the end of the case, however, as this incident alone sparked mass debate about the preservations of ancient tribes, such as the Sentinelese. The story of John Allen Chow and North Sentinel Island leaves us with poignant lessons. It reminds us of the delicate balance between curiosity and cultural preservation. As we venture forth into the unknown, let us remember the significance of preserving the untouched frontiers of our planet and respecting the boundaries of isolated communities. Please, share your thoughts and beliefs in the comment section below on what you think of this island. Thank you for watching this brief video on the uncharted waters of North Sentinel Island. Feel free to subscribe to my channel to see more fascinating stories from around the world. Goodbye, and I'll see you soon.